Hey John, what if you smoked marijuana every day for a year?
That's a crazy thought. Let's see what would happen.
Imagine taking your first puff, thinking it's harmless relaxation. Nothing serious at all. One hit becomes two. Two become habit. Before you realize it's daily routine. But what if you smoked marijuana every single day for an entire year? Would your mind expand, collapse, or simply learn to survive inside the haze? Let's start with what happens immediately after that first deep inhale. THC, the active chemical, travels through your bloodstream straight to your brain. It locks into your receptors like keys fitting into chemical doors. That's why you feel light, euphoric, or disconnected from normal stress and pain. Your heart rate increases, your senses sharpen slightly, and music feels cosmic. But this rush doesn't last. The body always adapts to shortcuts in happiness. Within weeks, your brain learns to expect pleasure from THC, not effort. Motivation drops, and your natural dopamine rhythm slows to a lazy pulse. Everyday tasks begin to feel heavier. Cooking, studying, working, all take energy. The high that once cleared your mind now makes focus harder to hold. Your short-term memory struggles. Conversations start to drift, and thoughts lose clarity. It's not stupidity. It's chemistry, trying to find balance inside constant stimulation. The brain builds tolerance, needing more THC to achieve the same soft peace. You start chasing stronger strains, bigger clouds, longer nights under glowing smoke. By month 2, that calm you love becomes a quiet craving you can't explain. The escape becomes the cage. Let's look deeper. What's happening inside your lungs? Marijuana smoke still burns at nearly 450 degrees Celsius, filled with tar and irritants. Even without nicotine, it inflames airways, thickens mucus, and slows lung repair. After months, your chest tightens. Coughing becomes your new morning alarm. You think, it's natural, so it's safe. But natural doesn't mean harmless. Volcanoes are natural too. They still burn everything they touch. Your immune system weakens. White cells move slower through smoke-filled blood. Your body adjusts to survival mode, not optimal living, but lungs heal fast if given rest. Your brain, not so easily. THC changes how neurons talk, reshaping pathways responsible for memory and motivation. That's why regular users often feel foggy, uninspired, or emotionally flat. It's not depression, it's the brain waiting for balance to return. Sleep patterns also shift dramatically after months of daily use. Dreams vanish, deep REM sleep shortens. You wake up tired, not rested. Ironically, many smoke to sleep, unaware it steals the very rest they seek. The result? Constant fatigue hidden beneath calm eyes and slow laughter. Then comes the emotional cost. Subtle, invisible, but powerful. You start needing weed to eat, to work, to relax, to exist. Without it, food tastes dull, time feels slower, and stress hits harder. The line between want and need fades like smoke in morning light. Daily use also alters dopamine balance. Pleasure becomes mechanical, not spontaneous. Happiness feels borrowed, concentration feels rented, motivation feels foreign. You're living in slow motion. Everything happening, yet nothing truly moving you. Some call it a motivational syndrome. Science calls it chemical adaptation. Let's fast forward 6 months into daily smoking. The body's tolerance skyrockets. The mind's sensitivity plummets. You smoke twice as much to feel half as good. The habit now owns hours of your day, money, and mental space. THC also stores in body fat for weeks. Even if you stop, it lingers. That's why some users feel foggy long after quitting. It's not withdrawal, it's residue of routine still echoing inside your biology. Every hit leaves fingerprints on your cells, invisible but measurable. Socially, the effects can go unnoticed. You're calm, chill, always fine. But friends start noticing slower responses, quieter moods, shorter focus. Your creative spark dulls not because you lost imagination, but because time blurs. Weed makes hours feel shorter, but consequences last much longer. By the ninth month, you might notice something strange. Emotional numbness. You feel less anger, less joy, less urgency. Life feels smoother but flatter, like music with the bass turned off. That's because your reward system is on autopilot, too tired to care. Physically, appetite grows. Munchies become meals, meals become midnight habits. Weight gain and fatigue combine, slowing your metabolism. The mirror doesn't show change fast, but it's happening under your skin. Your body chemistry is adapting to a constant haze. Around month 10, paranoia or anxiety may appear in heavy users. THC overstimulates amygdala circuits responsible for fear and alertness. You begin overthinking. Conversations, expressions, even silence feel suspicious. It's not madness. It's imbalance born from overstimulation. But here's the twist. Not everyone reacts the same way. Genetics, frequency, and mindset decide who thrives and who unravels. Some find creativity, others lose consistency, some relax, others spiral. Weed amplifies who you are, for better or worse. After one full year, your mind and body exist in a fog of adaptation. You're not broken, just rewired for dependency disguised as calm. When you stop, the silence feels loud. Dreams return violently, emotions flood back. It's detox. Your brain rebooting from 12 months of chemical shortcuts. Within weeks of quitting, memory strengthens, colors brighten, and energy stabilizes. Within months, lung health recovers, and motivation starts feeling natural again. The best part? You begin laughing without needing smoke between every breath. You rediscover the joy of clarity. So what if you smoked marijuana every day for a year? You wouldn't just be high. You'd be rewired, dependent, and detached from balance. The question isn't whether weed is evil. It's whether your freedom still belongs to you, habit or healing. The difference lies in control. Marijuana can calm the storm or become the storm itself. Moderation builds awareness. Addiction builds walls you can't see forming. If you can't skip a day without discomfort, that's not peace. That's control. And every inhaled cloud hides a small piece of who you used to be. You don't have to quit forever, just long enough to remember yourself, to test if your mind still feels joy without chemical permission. Because real calm doesn't come from smoke. It comes from control. And control starts with one decision, not lighting up today. So breathe deep, not the smoke, but the air you once forgot. Let your mind rest without filters, without fog, without flames. 1 year of smoke can change you, but 1 year of clarity can heal you. Life's high is better when it's natural. You don't need clouds to dream. You just need sleep and purpose. You don't need weed to create. You just need discipline and wonder. Because your brain isn't broken. It's just waiting to feel free again. And freedom feels better than any high. Imagine waking up clear, calm, and capable. No lighter, no fog, no craving. That's the real trip worth taking. Back to the best version of yourself. Because sometimes quitting isn't losing. It's returning to what you never lost. Your clarity, your focus, your drive. One puff won't ruin you, but one habit can redefine you. So ask yourself, are you the master or are you the smoke? Every breath is a vote for who you want to be next. The power to change isn't mystical, it's chemical, emotional, and entirely human. You don't need to burn to feel alive. You just need to begin again. Subscribe to What If Bro, where imagination meets science and every story breathes life.